back to the Lean Girl YouTube channel. Today I am making a delicious chicken, avo and cheese baked wrap that I know you are going to be so obsessed with. I know that a wrap is normally quite a summery thing because we fill it with salad and kind of fresh ingredients, but this is basically a winter version that is going to be so decadent and good. You are going to have this thing every day for lunch. I'm using my air fryer to actually bake the wrap, but you can also do it in the oven. It will just take you a little bit longer. What I love about this wrap is it's super simple, a few ingredients, and it is just under 500 calories. So let me show you how I'm gonna make it. Before I do, I'm gonna ask you a favor. Please don't forget to follow your girl, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification buzzer, and support me here on YouTube so that I can bring you more of your favorite local South African recipes that are Lean Girl approved. So, have you done it? Waiting. Okay. I'm also hungry, so let's get started. So, I'm starting off with a large white tortilla wrap. Guys, the calories for multi-seed white wraps are pretty much all the same. So when it comes to getting lean, it doesn't matter. It's the calories in versus calories out. So get the wrap that you like. You could do this with big wrap. You could do it with a smaller one if you don't have that many calories that you're playing with. So totally up to you. This is a decent size white tortilla wrap. Okay, so now what we're gonna start with, we're gonna put a little bit of like a sauce on the bottom because we want this to be nice and juicy. So I'm gonna start off by making, it's more like it's not a sauce, but it's kind of like not a pate, but what would you call it? It's like a guac, like a guac mixture. Everyone loves guac. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with about 30 grams of avo on my plate over here. And here is a little trick. So we all know that avo is pretty high in calories. And so what I like to do is I like to mix it with some cottage cheese. So here I just have some low-fat cottage cheese. I often just get the fat-free one, but I didn't manage to get that one today. So I'm just using low-fat. It is a great alternative to adding anything like mayo. And it is a great way to actually bulk up your guacamole because we're trying to save calcium. Okay, so I'm gonna put in, I know the estimates around roughly, so it's about 30 grams of my cottage cheese, and now I'm going to mash it all up together, and it's basically all gonna turn into a lot of guacamole. And so this is gonna form the base onto our wrap, and so I also actually wanna spice everything as I go, so I want to make sure that this baked wrap of ours is going to be so full of flavor. So let me just grab my salt. I'm going to give it a good crack. This is just normal coarse sea salt. And here's my little trick as well. On anything that I do with avo and cottage cheese mixed together, I always add just a little sprinkling of garlic powder. Try it. It is going to change your life. It literally transforms your guacamole into something magical. But I do also love garlic, so be careful if you are making this for lunch and you're at the office. You may want to watch out for that. Okay, so just mash it up all together, and then we are going to spread it in the middle onto the base of our wrap. This is already smelling amazing, thanks to that garlic. Alrighty, so ingredient number 1. Now, what we are going to be using as the protein in this dish, this is char-grilled turkey. I really love turkey because it is nice and low calorie. It's really lean. It's leaner actually than chicken, but if you can't get your hands on turkey, no problem. You can also do shaved chicken. So I'm gonna rip this open. You guys won't believe this, but this entire bag is pretty much like 100 calories, which is just insane because it seems like quite a lot of turkey meat, which is wonderful because this is really going to bulk up our baked wrap. So yes, I'm going to be using the whole entire pack. Okay, so we are going to be putting this in the middle. You're going to see how wonderful it looks when it's all wrapped up. Okay, so our turkey is in. Now I'm going to add, in a second, I'm now going to add a couple of pieces of cheese. Here I am using this mature cheddar cheese from Woolworths. I like to actually use in my recipes a stronger cheese because you actually need a lot less of it, and the flavor of the cheese still comes through. So you want to pop this down onto your turkey, and then just to give this all a little bit of freshness, I'm going to add some baby spinach leaves on top. So just some fresh washed baby spinach leaves, because we got to get our greens in. This is going to give us those micronutrients that we are after. So just a few baby spinach leaves. And now again, I just want to give this a little crack of salt. And I'm also going to grab my pepper grinder because I want a little crack of pepper as well. You could also actually just put this in the guacamole if you like. And then what we need to do is we actually need to wrap this baby up. So we are going to start by tucking in the sides. So it's basically like trying to wrap up a little parcel. And then you are going to wrap the bottom, and then you are going to wrap the top. Now, if you have a wrap that's difficult to fold, it does help to actually heat them up, which I haven't done with this one, to heat them up first. But it's okay because you're gonna flop it over, and as you can see, you have your wonderful baked wrap parcel. Now, before we pop this into the air fryer, we want it to get a delicious golden brown on top. So what I've got here is I've got just some egg wash, which is a beaten egg, essentially. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of this beaten egg on top, so that when we put it in the oven or the air fryer, it is going to go the most wonderfully golden brown color. So you don't need any additional oil, you don't need anything like that. You really just need the smallest amount of egg on top. And then I'm going to finish our little, it's basically like a pie. I've done one before which was basically a pie because I did chicken, mushroom, veggies, and then I did actually a sauce inside. So that's another idea. But you can really fill these baked wraps with anything that your heart desires. And so I'm just going to finish it off with a little bit of sesame seeds just to give it a wonderful crunch on top. And then I'm going to go ahead over there, pop this into my air fryer. I actually do spray the bottom of my air fryer just with a bit of spray and cook because we don't want our pie to stick to the bottom and then it's going to be difficult to kind of tackle or fit. So spray your air fryer, pop this in. If you're doing it in the oven, same thing, 180 degrees, spray your baking tray, pop it on top, and then watch until it gets nice and golden. It only needs about 10 minutes, and then I'll be back to show you guys how glorious this baked wrap is. Okay, so our beautiful baked cheesy chicken wrap is out of the air fryer, and I'm going to cut this baby open and show you how delicious and glorious. It basically looks like a pizza inside. It looks so good. The cheese would have melted, and it is all warm and absolutely perfect for a winter's lunch or dinner. So let me just show you guys, and it's got that wonderfully stacked turkey, and it is just absolutely delicious. You guys are going to be obsessed. Play around with your own ingredients, see what you want to put in your own baked wrap, and yes, let me know what it is. Tag me on Instagram, the Lean Girl. I love to see all of your delicious creations. I'm going to have this for lunch now, and if you haven't yet done it, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification buzzer, and look out for more recipes from me, Angie, here on the Lean Girl YouTube channel. And before I forget, you also, if you like this recipe, I have so many more in my special recipe hub called the Lean Girl Kitchen Coach. 120 plus recipes that are all low calorie, high protein, and so fit for fat loss. So otherwise, that's it from me, Angie. Click the link in the description and I will see you on our next recipe. Enjoy! Actually, I need to take a photo. Okay, so our fabulous cheesy chicken guac roasted